So I'm Marcus Dackers, 21-year-old striker, currently on loan at Morecambe Football Club in League Two. So I originally reached out to Miles because I first met him a couple of years ago, and we built a good connection. We got a good relationship, and I seen the work that he was doing with other footballers, helping them elevate their mind, take them to the next level, and I thought it'd be something that could really benefit me in my current situation. From the 12 weeks, I'd say I wanted to take my mind to the next level, really learn how to master my mind, understand my mind, manage my mind, build relationships with other people, build my self-belief, build my confidence, and yeah, just learn about the mind, really, and understand how that is just as important as the physical aspect of things. And I think that's something that I've really took away from the 12 weeks. My experience was really good. Miles he was always there for me whenever I needed a phone call. There's a lot of things that we went through in those 12 weeks, such as I went on loan on deadline day, which was unexpected, but he was there with me through that experience. He's been there, when might have had a little issue during the program. Not sure what was needed of me, but as soon as I got on the phone, could reach out to Miles, it was all sorted. So working with Miles has been, it's been a blessing. So what did I learn? I learned a lot. I learned I learned that ultimately the mind is more important, in fact, than the physical aspects, because it's all good and well having the physical, but if you don't have the mind to go with it, it's not gonna allow you to fully maximize the physical capabilities that I have. So for me, it was learning how important the mind is, how I can use the mind to my strengths, such as building my self belief, put making sure I'm in the right place before games, mentally and physically, making sure that I'm not um, getting distracted by anything outside of football, and that my full focus is on football, and using the mind to its full capacity, really. And that's what I've took from the program. They're the main things I've learned. So with my relationship with football, what I learned was that it's very, I love football without a doubt, but I think definitely there's moments where you can sort of feel yourself not falling out of love, but it's a case of trying to find that same love you had for it as a young lad. And I think working miles has allowed me to do that. It's allowed me to feel the same things I might have felt when I was a kid, just playing football for fun. Because I think as professional footballers, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves, and sometimes you've got to just remember, it's 22 lads on a pitch with a football, and it's just there's a lot more how do I put it, stressful things outside of that. So I think it's trying to enjoy the moments on the pitch, and like I said, everyone says to me, your career goes by really fast. So I think at the moment I'm just trying to really enjoy every moment of it when I'm on the pitch, and I think working with my rules is allowing me to do that even more. I don't feel I put as much pressure on myself. I'm smiling a lot more when I'm playing. So yeah, I think in terms of the love for the game, it's like I said, finding enjoyment in even the small things that I experience in my career. So what I learned about myself is I think I can be quite harsh on myself, quite hard on myself, and I think sometimes maybe listening too much to others and letting what other people around me say, whether that's I don't go into detail on that, but yeah, outside opinions maybe getting into my head and then almost believing that myself. I think, and then that had a negative impact on what I was portraying myself as. So I think one of the first things Miles ever said to me, the most important opinion is my opinion. So my own opinion on myself, not that fan, not that friend. It's my opinion on myself as a footballer, and I think that's something I've taken into account. And I think having that positive opinion on me as a player is something that can you know how do I put it, can be shown when I'm playing. So not being too harsh on myself after a game, not being too harsh on myself after training. Just trying to learn from it, really. And I think it's also celebrating the small wins is something as well. 'Cause I think that's something that you forget as a footballer. I think you get so carried away in just right, turning up, playing, and you just something good happens. I don't know, in a game, or you get a good win. You just kind of act like it's normal. But I think you should celebrate those. And I've been learning to celebrate my wins, whether that's having a few starts in a row for like I've had recently. I think it's saying well done for that. Obviously, it's not don't get complacent, but well done. Rather than just acting like it's normal. So yeah, I think that's something that I've definitely been improving on. So where I've used the tools, so in football, lots of different things, but there's a visualization meditation which I really enjoy doing before matches. I feel like it really, puts me in a good mental state. Maybe it takes 10, 15 minutes. I can do it on a coach on the way to the game, or when I'm at home before the game. And like I said, it just gets me into that match day mode. That's one thing I've been using a lot. And then outside of football, going to sleep, I've using a lot of breathing techniques that Miles has taught me to help me. Because sometimes I think a lot of people can experience, just as you put your head on the pillow, a lot of thoughts come into your mind and you struggle to get to sleep, which is something that I've experienced before. So I think some of the breathing techniques I've learned have really helped calm my mind and help me get to sleep a lot easier and quicker. So that's just two short examples. There's many more, but they're two off the top of my head. So dealing with people within the program has taught me that I think in football there is a lot of there's a lot of things maybe are not going so well. There can be a lot of negativity, and I think for me it's dealing with that, not letting that impact me too much, trying to acknowledge it, sometimes even combat it and say, look, try to add a positive influence on it. Within managing my relationships within the changing room, I think it's within the program. He's Miles has taught me of the different personality types people may have. How to approach them. Because at the end of the day, when I'm going to football, they're my work colleagues. So I want to have as good relationships with them as possible, even if we're maybe not the most similar in people. I think sometimes what I found myself is maybe just keeping myself to myself a lot and not interacting with someone that I maybe wouldn't normally see on the outside of football. So I think it's building relationships with everyone, everyone that I can as well. Yeah, so the breathing exercises and the meditation, there's a lot of variety. Some that were, quite simple, some that were a bit maybe out there that I never thought I'd try, and some that were really, really beneficial. And I think on the whole, it's something I still do now. Like I said, the visualization meditation, the breathing techniques before bed, and many things. The so many things that can be, maybe feeling a bit anxious before something. There's a lot of breathing techniques that help me calm you through that. And then with the meditation, there's different ones that can allow me to connect to the different hemispheres in my brain that I never thought I'd understand, but now it's under I do understand them a lot more, and I have different approaches for different situations. So the meditation and the breathing techniques can come in at any moment, at any day, and they're really really handy to have. So in terms of for other players, why would I recommend it? I think if you really wanna take yourself to the next level, it's gonna come from your mind, because at the end of the day, your mind is going to be what decides whether you do that extra bit in the gym, whether you do that extra bit on the pitch, whether you show that belief in yourself, you know, whether it's gonna control everything. So for me, taking care of your mind is actually more important than taking care of the physical aspects. So, and that's simply put for any player, young players, experienced players, it's what will it's what will allow you to think bigger and improve yourself as a person and a player. So it's for me, it's a no-brainer to do the work with Miles, because it's only gonna benefit you. It's impossible for it to have a negative impact. It's only gonna benefit you. So that's why I recommend it. Final message from Miles. Thank you. It's been a pleasure the past 12 weeks, and I'm really, it's not just the last 12 weeks. I'm really looking forward to the future and our relationship that we can build together, help each other. You can help me, and I can help you. And I think you're the guy for that. And I think in terms of anyone who I want to do the 12-week program with, would have been Miles. I think your experience, sorry, knowledge, and the effort you put in for players like me is second to none. So yeah, that's all I can say. Thank you for the helping me take my mind to the next level.